tip for correcting a girl in the gym. In the gym, there is a very attractive girl 20, so much so that many men explicitly want something with her. I always try to be respectful and helpful to everyone 22, so I try to get people in the gym to improve their workouts and assist them if they need it. This girl today, while doing pull-downs, asked me if she was doing it right, to which I replied that her posture was good, but she had to close her grip. She, without hesitation, said she wouldn't do it that way because she didn't want to widen her back so much. It's an ugly form. I pointed out this was not so because women don't have the same results as men. Women can perform the exercises naturally without fear of becoming men because they lack testosterone. This is not an opinion, it's a scientific fact. This annoyed her, so much so that she got up from her chair and we continued to argue for a moment. She said this was obvious and I supplemented my explanation without success. Then she started talking to two women friends about the incident. I overheard part of their conversation and it seems that she behaved that way because she has character. What? Being aggressive and not humble is having character? Wow. But I couldn't lower myself to her level, so I ended my session and sought her out to settle the matter. She wasn't able to look me in the eye when I asked her if she was still mad about it, and added that she didn't like kids WTF. I asked her what it was that she was angry about. She didn't talk. I apologized, saying I didn't mean to make her feel bad. She didn't respond. She remained locked in position. I told her that she should take things calmly, that she should not be aggressive. She said she could be as she pleased. In the end, I told her not to be spiteful because spite poisons the soul, a Colombian saying. Maybe I didn't use the right words, but it also doesn't justify her taking a simple comment so personally. And it's so strange because 2 days ago she sought me out to correct the same exercise. Why did she take it so badly this time? Was it necessary for her to go talk to her friends to reaffirm her position? AITA?
That's honestly a bit odd. Strange story. Strange actions. Strange reactions. People are so weird sometimes. Oh, and by the way, you should know, the post has been removed and that OP has deleted their account. So now it's your turn. What do you think? Do you find this strange? Why? Can you make heads or tails of what just happened?
Or mansplaining
on to the
fitness?
next post.
I was talking to some people today, and this girl I know was bragging about being 5% body fat and only eating 500 calories a day, and in her words, had been 5% and has only eaten 500 calories for years. This is something that's objectively impossible. 10 to 12% body fat is the lowest a woman can be safely, and that too for very small amounts of time. If she truly was 5% body fat, she would be dead before she made it to years of having maintained it. Secondly, she doesn't have visible abs, and if she was 5% or even 15 to 20% at the most conservative estimate, you'd see abs. So there's just no way. I disliked her making these incorrect claims in front of other people, including some girls who were younger, because I felt like it could enforce some super unhealthy and literally impossible standards. So, I explained to the people present that her claims are impossible and cited some credentials I have to back my claim. She jumped in and said she knew her body more than me, and that she didn't need to be mansplained to. AITA?
So what do you think? Do you think this was a case of mansplaining? Or a case of spreading dangerous and inaccurate information? Did OP behave improperly? Should people be expected to do their own research and verify?
Going to the gym during
Who
women's
was
hour.
in the wrong here?
I recently moved
And
into
on
this
to the
particular
next
apartment complex
post.
because it's a lot closer to my work, and it has a pretty spectacular gym. The gym fees are built into my monthly rent payment, about $40, and is optional. I elected to pay it because I'm an avid gym goer. I've been going to the gym at my usual time of around 6:30-ish, and at first I was oblivious to the fact that during the times that I go, it's all women who usually give me pretty dirty looks, but I thought nothing of it. I made a friend in my complex, and when she saw me at the gym, she was super surprised to see me. Unbeknownst to me, there is a women's hour every weekday from 6 p. to 9 p. Now look, I know that us dudes can be big creeps, and it can be annoying for a woman to try to get off a workout in peace. But I think that 3 hours is far too excessive. I ended up leaving that day to keep the peace though. Those times make it incompatible for me to go to the gym, which is open 6 midnight. I work 8:30 A to 5:00 P, and I usually come home at around 5:30-ish, depending on traffic. Usually, I like to chill for about half an hour after getting home to decompress, and I either make food for later or just browse the Twitter or Reddit. Now, I know that I could wake up early to go, but I'm gonna be real honest and say that I'd rather not do that because I like my sleep. What makes it even worse is that the nearest gym is a minute drive away, which is a no bueno for me. So I thought about it and escalated this matter to the strata manager, and I asked her about the women's hour because I was not informed of this prior to signing my lease. Apparently, it's not a policy instituted by the strata, but the tenants, who are mostly women, agreed on this policy as a community, and the strata neither endorses nor discourages this policy. I was prepared to give up and make do with the other gym, but first I inquired about getting my monthly gym fee waived if I won't be going there. Strata manager said that she can't do that until my lease is up for renewal in a year. So I said, EF that, I won't be paying for a service that I won't use. So I go to the gym. I make sure to go out of my way to not look at or talk to any of the women there because I want to leave them alone, and vice versa. I just work out and keep my head down. Today, one woman tapped me on the arm, more like hit me if I'm being real, and said, "You know it's women's hour, right?" And I said, "Yeah, I know that, but the window makes it pretty much impossible for me to work out at other times, so I have to go now. Oh, and please don't touch me." She got pissed and told me to get out. I refused and ignored her and continued my workout whilst all the other women gave me extremely dirty looks. AITA? Edit. Wow, I woke up and didn't expect to see this blow up. Just to answer a few questions, some people have asked why the nearest gym is so far away. This is because I live in a town that's a satellite town of a major metro area. Think Mississauga or Abbotsford or something like that. Some have also asked why I don't talk to the women in there. That's because I agree with Women's Hour in the sense that I do believe they need their own time to work out. I just heavily disagree with the manner in which they're doing it. So I'm not going to the gym to talk to anybody. I am just going to work out. I really make an effort and go above and beyond to not appear as if I'm creeping on these women. Like I said, I just go and keep my head down. I suppose I could try to get the policy changed, but again, the overwhelming majority of tenants are women. It was the strata manager that told me this. So I imagine I'd have a hard time getting my voice heard. You know what? Now I know how women feel like when they're in a job or something in which they're overwhelmingly the minority in gender. It can kind of suck.
What do you think? Do you think the hours set are reasonable? Should management have stepped in? Should OP eaten the cost of the gym fee and gone to a separate gym? Were the women in the wrong? Did you learn the same lesson as OP?
AITAH for being blunt and direct
How
with
would
a
you
woman
have
at the gym.
handled this situation?
Basically, a woman who's
And
older,
on to the
29A,
next
FAIK,
post.
constantly kept staring and asking me for leg training tips. Something that never happens or almost never happens out of the blue in a gym. The third encounter, she started to touch my arms and rub my shoulders as I was when I was stretching, coming up behind me. I got triggered and told her out loud, "Look, lady, I don't find you attractive, nor do I want you touching me. Thank you." Several people saw and started staring. She said something unclear, typical men, or something along those lines, and walked off. I got told that I'm a jerk by her girlfriend and that you don't treat women like that. I told her friend, if I did the same to you, I would be in the back of a cop car, so F off and cry about it. I was pissed and triggered at this point. I don't feel guilt whatsoever. If you like somebody, just tell them without touching first and don't pretend you want training tips when you clearly don't. Pisses me off.
So what do you think? Do you see a double standard? Do you think OP could have handled that situation better? Do you
AITAH
agree
for
with
telling
the
two
woman's
women,
friend?
girls at the gym
Do
know
you
if I
think
could
the
help
woman in
re-rack their
this instance
45/20th
was the
LBS
a-hole?
weights. Basically,
And
they were
on to
doing
the
glute
next
bridges and had a
post.
bunch of weights laying around, and when I was walking past, they asked if I could help re-rack them since they were tired. I replied, "No sorry," and walked off. They were young and capable, early 20 feet, so in no way did they need my help, especially being two of them. If it was an older woman, man, I wouldn't hesitate and help. I felt that it was entitlement. I clean my own shit, regardless of how I feel.
What do you think? Was this a botched attempt at flirting? Was one of the two girls looking for an in with OP? Or do you think it was pure entitlement? Do you think they were just being lazy and entitled? How would you handled it? What do you think? Would you have helped? This is Petty Honest signing off for now. Meow. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe, and all that good stuff. Don't forget to leave your honest thoughts in the comment section below. We love a good juicy thought.